Okay, so welcome to another battle report, our 6th edition Warhammer Fantasy, and today I'm joined with AD, who is quite a tall person, but today he's playing...
The Dwarfs!
The Dwarves, okay, so he's obviously got a bit of a height issue and wants to sort of get down where the fun is. So, age-old battle, Dwarves versus the Dirty Skaven, which I'll be playing. We are playing the Battle of Bogworst, which is scenario 5. So this is the one where at the end of turn 4 you have to see whether you get towards the central area, which in this case is going to be an old elven fountain of some magical properties. Growth, yeah. So basically the Skaven want to get there and taint it and do some horrible warpy stuff in there, and the Dwarves obviously want to protect it and make sure the Elves don't get their hands on it. Sounds good.
That's about right.
Yeah. Okay. So it's 2,000 points. Standard lists. We'll go through the armies once they're deployed, and I hope you enjoy. As always, do check us out at blackdragonminiatures.com for all your gaming needs. If you're watching this in January 2020, there is currently a sale on. As such, obviously, do check us out. If you're watching this after this, so you've missed it. But if you're in 2021, there might be a sale on.
And if any of my family are watching, I haven't just bought anything.
Of course you haven't. You won it.
I won it.
Yeah, okay. Right, okay, so we'll go on with the game. So we're playing for 4 turns minimum. At the end of turn 4, 2+ will be a 5th turn, 3+ will be a 6th turn, 4+ will be a so on. Okay.
Let's go for it. Good luck, mate.
Yeah, let's do it. So, the battlefield is set. Skaven forces are going to get +1 to their roll for deployment. And here we have the dwarf list. What you got then, AD? So we've got...
That is my cannon.
Yep, so cannon on the hill.
Then I've got my troll slayers.
Okay, so 16 troll slayers, including a giant slayer. Or whatever he is.
Yeah, I've got my longbeards.
Okay, and then...
And my battle standard bearer and my champion are in there.
Yeah, so he's your lord on shield bearers, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah.
Then I've got my dwarven warriors, and in there is my runesmith.
Runesmith, okay.
Hidden in the filthy building are my thunderers.
Yeah, that's a lucky roll there on the old terrain deployment.
I've got my grudge thrower.
Yeah.
Hidden just behind the rock face, and then my gyrocopter on the other side, and then somewhere under the table are my miners.
Yep.
Making their way to the battlefield.
Excellent. Okay, so Skaven force. We have a warp lightning cannon, gutter runners, because we established that there wasn't actually anywhere that I could deploy that was actually out of sight because of where the terrain was set. But hey ho. Plague monks, 20 of. We have Skaven clan rats with warp fire thrower, and there's also a warlock engineer in there. He's got a warp stone token and warp scroll. Another unit of 20 clan rats with another warlock engineer, and it's actually another warp fire thrower as well in there. This engineer's got storm demon and a warp stone token. Then have 20 storm verming with rattling gun, and the army general, the level 4 Grey Seer, is in there. He's got the foul pendant, gives him a 5-up ward save, warpstone charm, the eye of the horned rat, and also warpstone token. Then we have the Skaven Jazael team and another lightning cannon. So that is deployment for the battle. So roll off for first turn. Here we go. Skaven, 2 + 1, 3. 6. Do you want first turn or second turn?
We'll have first turn.
Okay, right, so dwarves first turn. We'll do the movement and we'll be back. So with the dwarves gaining the advantage of first turn, the gyrocopter's moved up onto its prey, being the warp lightning gun. The dwarf warriors have advanced up towards the objective, and so have the longbeards and the troll slayers. Miners obviously won't be tested until next turn. Dwarves, no magic phase for the dwarves, so straight into shooting. So the thunderers are going to be out of range this turn. So cannon, what would you like to target?
The cannon?
So AD's gone for 18 inches, so the 2 pence piece marks that point. So artillery dice, roll, here we go. Okay, and we have a misfire.
Lordy.
So that's a good start. Okay, so you want to roll a d6 now for your misfire. And a 4. Okay, so the grudge thrower.
$36 to them.
Okay, so measure it out.
Oh lordy.
Okay, so it's going to be on there. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so scatter dice and the artillery dice.
Or that one and that
Both,
one.
yeah. Okay, and it's a misfire again. So d6. It's obviously a damp day.
3.
Okay, so 3 is it's disabled, so no fire in this turn, and you lose a crewman.
Ooh.
So 1 crewman dies. Just remove 1, and then turn it round so that you know you can't shoot it next turn. Okay, so not a very effective turn for the dwarves there.
And the last one, gyrocopter.
Yep. Okay, so over to the gyrocopter. Let's see what damage that can do. Okay, so no damage from the steam. It just sort of the crew sort of hide behind the wooden structures, and no damage. So end of dwarf turn 1. So Skaven turn 1. No charges to declare. No rallying or anything else. No compulsories. So straight into movement. So the Warlock Engineer is going to do his Storm Demon into the Troll Slayers. Hades decided to try and dispel it.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, gone. So that's those two gone. Okay, so the Grey Seer is going to cast Plague on the Longbeards, I think.
And what does that do?
It's going to basically mean they're going to have to test against their toughness, or they'll end up dying. It's quite pokey.
And my toughness is...
Yeah, just check your Lord, make sure he hasn't got... so he's got Runic Talisman. So he's got a 4-up ward save anyway, and he's immune to fire. That's okay. Right, so I'm going to use 5 dice. Okay, right, so I avoided the miscast. And 16, 20 goes off on 22. So all you can do, because I didn't get the 2 6s, you can dispel scroll that, or dispel rune it, but you're not going to have enough with the 3 power dice.
No.
Or
And you can't reuse those, can you?
no, they're gone.
So my dispel rune will get rid of those.
Okay, that's fine. So 1 dispel rune used by the runesmith to block it. Okay, so the Warlock Engineer over this side, he's going to use his Warp Scroll on the unit of warriors over there. This is a power rating of 5, 24-inch range, so they're in range. 1 strength, 3 hit per model, so you'll be taking damage on 5s, but you don't get an armor save. Need to dispel that on a 5+ if you want to get rid of it, or use your last rune.
I'm going to use 2 dice.
Okay.
How many more figures have you got that can cast spells? Just 1, haven't you?
He can keep casting, but he's got 6 more dice left.
Jesus.
But I can't cast Plague again this turn.
So, I'm going to take 2. No.
Okay. So, okay, what else should we do? I haven't really got much else I can do. Although you have got rid of your dispel dice now. Oh, that warp scroll's gone now because you dispelled it. There's 1 use only.
Ah, right, okay. Well, that was good then. And I've got 1 dice left.
Yep.
Super magical dice.
Yep, that's the one. Okay, so the Skaven Grey Seer has committed a heinous crime. He's ended the magic phase and released 5 power dice back into the warp. Just didn't have anything else I could really do without being really ballsy. Could have skitter leaped behind the Troll Slayers and breath attacked. Very risky though, so I'm not going to do that just yet. So, shooting phase. So let's see if we can have a bit more fun with this. So here we go. Okay, so the Warp Lightning Cannon has fired into the Clansman, but unfortunately I only rolled the measly 2 for the strength. So we're looking for strength 2 versus toughness 4, so we need 6s.
5s, isn't it?
2 versus 4, toughness 4, dwarves, 6s. Yeah. We get 1. So that's 1 hit. And predictably that was saved. Okay, so the Jezzails, they are going to fire at the... Let's have a think. We're going to fire at the cannon crew, or the cannon. So we get 3 shots. It's going to be long range, so we need 5s. But they are strength 6. Okay, so the Jezzails put a wound on the cannon, so 2 wounds remaining. And I think that's going to be about it, because the guns are going to be warp fire throwers. I think they're out of range. Breath templates aren't going to get in there. So the only other option is going to be the gutter runners. And they're going to throw their slingshots at the gyrocopter. So the gutter runners are throwing some pebbles at the gyrocopter and managed to lodge one inside some mechanical bits and put a wound on it. And that is the end of the Skaven turn. So Dwarf turn 2 coming up. Okay, so end of Dwarf turn movement. As we can see, the miners didn't appear this turn in the roll of a 1. The Troll Slayers and Longbeards have edged forward, as Troll Slayers running forward crazily. Longbeards a bit more restrained. The Dwarf Warriors have moved up to touch the objective. Other than that, everything is as was. So no magic phase, obviously. Oh, and the Gyrocopters moved in for a killing run on the Plague Monks.
Did you mention my...
Yep, did.
Brilliant.
So, shooting. Again, the Thunderers are still out of range.
This is...
Stone Thrower is fixing itself.
Yep.
So it's just the cannon.
And the cannon is going to pivot.
Yep.
And then rattle a shot off.
Okay, so how far do you want to guess?
I'm going to guess 12 inches.
Okay, so 12. Just want to pop that dice there.
Yeah.
Okay, then artillery dice. Oh, lucky you. So 2 more. Do with a misfire here. Nope. 2.
Straight
Well, you have just made contact, so fair enough. Okay,
Destroy.
so that's an auto destruction on the warp lightning cannon, as the cannon is too powerful. Just literally smashes it to smithereens. So that's that one gone. Okay,
2,
so with
3.
the warp lightning cannon failing its ward save and being destroyed, the gyrocopter now has opened fire on the Plague Monks, but only actually managed to take 3 out. So a little bit disappointed for the gyrocopter there. And that will end the turn for the Dwarves. So Skaven turn 2 coming up.
I'll turn this round now, yeah?
Yep, that's fine.
So he's touching.
Okay, so movement wise, the Stormvermin held, the Clan Rats have moved slightly, Plague Monks have turned to relocate, Clan Rats have moved up towards the objective, Gutter Runners have moved onto the hill, and that's about it for movement. So, Magic Phase coming up. Okay, so the Warlock Engineer casts Storm Demon into the Warriors holding the objective, which was dispelled with the Dispel Scroll, or Dispel Rune, sorry, so that's all the runes used. So the Dwarves are now relying on Dispel dice only. The Grey Seer is going to cast Plague. Not overly high. Let's see if it actually does go off though. So that is 6 plus 5 is 11, 13, 14. It does go off. I am going to use my Warpstone Charm. So it's 1 use only. I'm going to risk it because I want this to go off. So this is on the Troll Slayers, means I get to re-roll the dice and I get a 6. Okay, so now, AD, you need to dispel 11, 17, 19. 19. You can put as many dice in as you want. So you need 19. Not enough.
12,
15.
14,
15.
16, 17.
Hey?
12,
Yeah.
14, 16, 17.
Not enough. Unlucky.
Let's go for it.
Yep, so it's gone off. So the Troll Slayers, whole unit have to do a test. And it's a test against their toughness. And if they fail, they take a wound. So toughness of the Troll Slayers is a 4. You've got 15 of those.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay.
So I want under my toughness, don't I?
Yeah, you need 4 less to survive. 5 of 60 die.
Look at that.
Okay, so there's a few there. So
2, 4, 6, 7.
7, and then 1 dice for the Slayer, Giant Slayer. Yeah, he's toughness 4, so again 5 or 6. Yeah, he dies as well. So that's the leader dead plus 7 more, so 8 die.
Dead. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, 8 dead.
I'll put the casualties on this one.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, so we now need to test to see whether the plague moves on. And a 6. So the plague moves to a unit of the caster's choice or ends. Units can't be affected twice. So I'm now going to put it on that unit there. So you now have to test for that unit.
So that's
you got
20.
You got 20.
Character.
Yeah. So do 20.
2, 4,
it's all of the
6,
dice. Should be 20 of them.
8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
So this is on the warriors.
They're on 4 pluses as well.
In fact, actually you've got a standard bearer and a musician in there, so I think they roll separately. So take 2 out.
So standard bearer and musician.
Well, do 1 at a time.
Standard bearer.
He's alright.
Musician.
He's alright. So just 18 warriors now.
Oh, 2, 4.
So 4 die.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And then a test on your runesmith. He's also toughness 4, so 5.
What sort of spell is it?
No, it's your runesmith. He's got nothing that will stop that.
Right. And these are 4 plus.
Yep. Yeah, 4
He's
and under.
fine.
Yep, he's fine. So that's them. Now I need to test. Skip it. Do a test again. Move to the unit caster choice or end. So test again. 4. You get to put it on a unit of your choice. No, it goes to a unit within 6. The opponent moves to a unit within 6.
So they can have it.
No, the plague ends.
All right.
Yeah. On a 1 or 2, you move it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So that's the end of the plague.
That was quite good.
So the Grey Seer failed to cast Pestilence Breath, and that ends the magic phase. So into Skaven shooting phase.
Did you mention about these bad boys?
Oh yeah, the Troll Slayers took quite a battering. 3, 6, 7, 8 total, including their champion died. And then we had another 4 of warriors died, and then the plague ended. So yeah, pretty bad turn there. Quite a lot of dwarf casualties. Into Skaven shooting, and the Warplock cannon, or the fighting cannon, will fire through there, cutting across the back of that unit there. Okay, so 8d6. It's not great. It's going to get the gyrocopter, which is really what I wanted. 10, 15,
16,
16,
22.
22. It's never going to get that far.
Does it go from the end?
Yeah.
22's
Oh yeah, it is.
into here.
Yeah. See what strength it is. 8. So it's strength 8.
So you're going to hit
3 dwarves. 3
plus the
dwarves on
gyrocopter.
2s. 2 dead, because no armor saved from that. And then against the gyrocopter. Yep, that's a wound, and it does. I think it was D6 damage. Yeah, D6 wounds. So it's only got 2 left, so I need 2 plus to destroy the gyrocopter. Yep, gyrocopter's gone. Okay, so the rattling gun went into the Troll Slayers and I think killed 3, did it?
Yeah, it did, yeah.
Yeah, killed 3. The warp fire thrower has managed to kill a couple of the longbeards. However, the flames just lapped around the BSB, and unfortunately the Lord rolled a 1 on his look out sir, which landed on him, which is actually bad for me because he's immune to fire, including warp fire, so that's not so good. The next warp fire thrower is going to fire at this unit here, so artillery dice 2, that's almost perfect. So we'll just pop that over there, and that hits the runesmith.
1, 2, 3, 4 missed.
Yeah, any partly under though?
No, you getting everyone bar for them 4.
Okay.
So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. So 4, 6, 7,
8, 9, 10, 11. But you'll have to roll the runesmith separately.
Runesmith, and there's a standard bearer in there as well, isn't there? Yeah, so I'll do those separately. So strength 5, toughness 4, so 3s.
Ooh.
So only 4 hits, or 4 wounds. -2 save though.
6 up save.
Well, they're the warriors, aren't they? 3, so 5 ups.
Oh. 1 save.
3 dead. Okay, and against the standard bearer, on a 3. Yep, save for the standard. Nope, he falls. And then on the runesmith, runesmith is toughness 4, so again a 3. Oh, I missed the runesmith. Okay. So, that was 4 casualties out of 15, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that's going to be a panic check.
And that goes on my warriors. Does it go on there?
Leadership 9. Well, it's actually on him 10 because he's within distance.
So 2d6.
Yeah, 2d6, 10 or less. Yep, they're fine. And I think that's it for shooting because they're going to be out of range. Oh no, it's just the Jezzails, isn't it? So the Jezzails will fire at the cannon. Okay, so it's ballistic skill 4, so hitting on 3's base but long range. So back up to ballistic skill 4, so normally 3's up to 4, so it's 3 hits. Jezzail, what's the toughness of the cannon?
Cannon,
Toughness 7.
7.
Toughness 7, and the Jezzails are strength 6, so 5s. 1 more wound on the cannon.
Just got 1 left.
And that is the end of Skaven turn 2. So Dwarf turn 3 coming up. Okay, so in Dwarf turn 3 the miners have arrived, and no surprises where they've come on from. And other than that, the Longbeards have continued the charge. Standing still is not an option really for them with the devastating magic. The remaining Troll Slayers have marched forward as far as they can go, just out of charge range. And we are into Dwarf shooting. So Thunderers still out of range because you've got
I think the Thunderers are going to be in range on that.
You reckon? Okay.
Yeah.
So artillery first.
We'll start with this.
Yeah.
So I'm going to guess 18.
Okay, so draw a line. Okay. And artillery dice.
Yes, down here. So here we go.
2. Oh, that's not good. Ah!
That puts me.
Right, yep. I need a misfire dice now. Go on. Oh, 10 goes straight through.
So.
Okay, so it's everybody hitting a line. Okay, so it's a 1 per rank. It's not a beam, it's a ball, so it's 1 per rank. So it's 4 in total.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2's to kill, and yeah, dwarf luck. What can you do? So 2 storm vermin get blown apart by the cannon, but the other 2 managed to dodge. Who'd have thought?
Yeah.
Okay, grudge thrower.
Grudge thrower.
Let's see if we can be a bit more accurate this time with this one.
He's gonna. Now this one, I guess to where it impacts.
That's correct. Yeah.
So I'm gonna guess 22 inches towards that squad.
Go for it. Oh, look at that. Right, yeah, it's touching his base. So it's touching the edge of the warp fire thrower. So scatter dice and artillery dice. So that way 4, so it's going to land about here, and or even further, and it's just that template there. So, nothing there. Okay, that's the grudge thrower done. So now I'm going to check your range on your thunderers.
I'm going to lift this off because
but it's from the window edge, so...
oh, your fighter. He's well in.
24, they are in. You firing at the unit or you firing at the warp fire team?
The warp fire team.
Okay. So Thunderers targeting the warp fire team on 5s. 2 hits should be enough to take it out. Strength 4 warp fire team is toughness 3, so you need 3s to kill. Only 1 wound. Okay, so end of Dwarf turn 3, going into Skaven turn 3. A little bit good news for the Dwarves. The miners arrived. Thunderers managed to snipe the Warpfire team. So the Skaven tactic of staying out of range didn't quite work. And a couple of Storm Vermin died. So into Skaven turn 3. Okay, so the Skaven have been a bit ballsy. And have basically moved the Plague Monks and the Clan Rats around into position to try and put pressure on the Dwarf strong right flank. But also I am touching the objective with superior numbers. Over here the Warp Lightning Cannon has moved away from the miners and the Gutter Runners have turned to face. Over here the Storm Vermin and the Grey Seer has party company with the Storm Vermin in order to a bit of a risk because of the cannon, but don't really want to get involved in combat. Rattling Gun moved out the way. Warpfire Thrower moved back slightly in order to try and get a shot off, and the Warlock Engineer has left the Clan Rats to their certain death. But they're only Skaven, so who cares? Okay, so magic phase, here we go. Storm Demon from the Warlock Engineer is dispelled by the Dwarfs. Next will be try and cast Pestilent Breath. Go with 4 dice on this one. Goes off on 16. So that's going to be a breath template across there.
Yeah, you can go for that.
Okay, so take so it'd be a strength 3 hit with no armor save.
And who's that from?
So Grey Seer casts Pestilent Breath, and Dwarves how to dispel it, and 2 the Longbeards fall. Next, we will cast Plague on the Longbeards. Oh, it's a miscast. Oh no! Ooh. So 2d6. See what happens. 5, that's not good. 5. Wizards cannot shoot or attack, hit auto in close combat, cannot cast this turn or next. Right, so that's him screwed. Okay, so that ends the magic phase. Into shooting. Ooh, that wasn't so good. So, Warp Lightning Cannon has moved, so not going to be shooting this turn. So we've got 10 dice from the Gutter Runners, because they're on a hill. And they are ballistics, and they will fire twice. So 3, so 20 dice.
I thought we only had 5 slingers in there.
Yeah.
So it's 10 dice.
Because they're on a hill.
Yeah. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
But they can, if they're within 9 inches, I can fire twice at -1.
Yeah.
So 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. So 20 shots in total at -1. So I'm ballistic skill 4, so I'd normally be hitting on 3s, but up to 4s. Okay.
Holy crap.
Okay, so we take the misses out. But they are only slings, so they are strength 3.
I am minus. Toughness is
4.
4.
Okay, so 5s to wound.
This is where I want a really bad roll. Please, sir. That's better. 4, 5, 6.
6, that's pretty good, needing 5s. So no save modifier, I don't think. Nope, so standard save on the miners.
Which is a...
Oh, it's not printed on the army builder. So they've got heavy armour, which is a 5 up, no shields, so it's 5 up save.
Bloody hell.
1, so that's 5 dead, yeah?
Yeah.
And that will be a panic check on a 9 or less. Oh! Oh dear. 2d6 -1. Board edge is close. You flee.
Go.
That'll do. 6, yeah, because they came on 6.
Sixes.
So they have come on and taken a volley and decided that
Enough's enough.
enough's enough. Bye bye miners. So the miners are gone. So the warp fire thrower is going to risk shooting into the troll slayers, and shouldn't have laughed because we get the mighty misfire. Okay, so the warp fire team unfortunately rolled a 5 and 6, which effectively killed themselves, and obviously they wounded them and removed them from the table. Then the Skaven snipers finally managed to take the cannon out on the hill, and no longer is there a dwarf cannon on the hill. So that is the end of the Skaven shooting. So that is dwarf turn 4, so potentially last turn. So we're into dwarf turn 4. Okay, charge to declare. Okay, so dwarf movement is as follows. So the troll slayers declare the charge on the clan rats who held. The longbeards have turned and moved forward slightly to force a charge. And the warriors, are you leaving them facing there, or do you want to turn them to face one direction or the other? Because as long as they're touching, they're touching. But at the minute, you can't really move off, so you might as well use the turn.
So can I turn them round here?
Well, you can reform for a quarter of your move.
Yeah.
And then you can go potentially round to about here, as long as you stay in contact.
Yeah, that's what I'll do, because then it blocks line of sight from that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Right, so shooting.
Artillery. Oh, I didn't measure, I didn't
right.
see it. He's going to fire into that.
Okay, that direction, how far?
I'm going to guess. I'm going to do 22.
Okay, that's fine. I think you're a bit short, but go for it. Yeah, and then scatter dice, both scatter and artillery. Unlucky.
Does it not move 6 inches?
No,
or does
because you
it
hit
dead on?
the target.
Will that not hit 1?
Wishful thinking, but no.
Yeah, no. Bum holes. Oh well. Thunderers are
Yeah.
going to try and shoot. Yeah, they're in range.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
they can
so
hit
hard cover.
So 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
So it's hard cover and long range. It's -3. So you are ballistic skill 3.
Sixes
So
by 4s.
6s and 4s, yeah.
2.
2 possibles. 1 hit. And a 3 to kill. Yep, 1 dead. Like I care. That's it. Combat.
Right.
So you charge. So you've got 3 troll slayers. 1 attack each. So you've got 1 attack each, and you are weapon skill 4, so you're going to be hitting me on 3s.
2 hits.
Strength of the Troll Slayers is 3, so you need 4 to wound. 1 wound. And my clan rats, I think I've got light armor and shield. Yeah, I have. So 5 up save. Nope.
No.
1 dies. Okay. And then the clan rats will fight back. So I've got a champion and 2. Haven't got spears or anything, so that is champion plus 1 because 1's died. Hitting on 4s. 2 hits. And toughness of the Troll Slayers is 4, so 5s to wound. Nope, nothing. Okay, combat resolution. I had 3 complete ranks and I've got a banner, so I get 4 and I outnumber you 5. You did 1 wound, you lose by 4, but you're unbreakable, so you just hold. Okay.
Brilliant.
Right, that is the end of Dwarf turn 4, potentially last phase. No, it's my turn 4 first.
Yeah, but don't, oh right, yeah, I see.
Okay. Okay, so movement wise, the gutter runners are trying to get back into the fight, having seen off the miners. The clan rats and the plague monks have held for tactical reasons. The storm vermin have charged in to try and dispatch the troll slayers, and the clan rats have lapped round. Grey Seer's moved out of combat, well, out of the way of combat, shall I say, as he can't cast any this turn. And the Jezzails have moved into a better position for next turn if there is one. Other than that, that's it for movement. Magic phase, the only thing I've got, because my Grey Seer miscast last turn, so he can't cast this turn, is whilst I've got a shed ton of power dice, I've only got a bound spell, which 80 with 5 dice only needs a 5, so it's not going to happen. So I'm not even going to cast it because there's a risk of losing it. So it's just straight into shooting. So Jezzails have already moved, so it's just the rattling gun and the lightning cannon to fire. So on we go.
Wow, brilliant.
Totally. So first dice from the rattling gun on a 5. Going to go with another shot. 2, 7. I'm going to stick at 7 because I don't want to gamble, because there's now a 33% chance of misfiring. However, if I misfire, does it fire still anyway? Doubles 1s and 2s, no shots are fired that turn, so if I get a double 2 I won't shoot. 3s and 4s, oh, so if I get a double 5, weapon team's killed.
Do it, come on.
Alright, as it's for YouTube.
Ah,
Oh,
no
look
shots
at
this
that.
turn.
Ada, you cheating bugger. So misfired and no shots are fired this turn. There we go. Okay, so the warp lightning cannon rattled through the poor Skaven, killing 3 of them, and also killing 3 of the Longbeards, with the Thane BSB getting pushed out the way, and the chap who pushed him got vaporised by lightning. Right, so that's the end of the shooting. On to combat. So Storm Vermin have charged, they get to go first. Okay, so Storm Vermin attack coming up. 4s to hit, that's 2, and then 4s to wound. Nothing. Okay, and then initiative of the Troll Slayers. Clan Rat initiative is 4.
Troll Slayers initiative
2. So I've got a champion, and I've got 3, 4, 5 with the rat round. Hitting on 4s. And then killing on 5s. 1 Troll Slayer dies.
Do I not get a save?
Not on Troll Slayers, they're naked. Okay, so you've got 1 Troll Slayer. You could do 2 back at the Clan Rats, 2 at the Storm Vermin, or you could do 3 at the Storm Vermin, or 3 at these. It's up to you. You can split them pretty much.
I'll do 3 at them.
Yep.
And 1 at them.
Okay, so the 1 on this guy needs 4 to hit. Nope.
Misses.
And then against the Clan Rats, 3s to hit.
Hits.
Yep. And then it's 4s to wound. 1 wound. Save on a 5 up. Nope. No. So another Skaven dies. However, I still win the combat res, outnumbered, banner, ranks, blah blah blah, 1 each. So yep, stays where they are. And that is...
That's the end, isn't it?
That's the end of that round. So 80, 2+ for another turn, and if you roll a 1, I win. Alright, turn 5, here we go. Okay, so the end of the dwarf turn, the dwarf lord, desperate to try and hold on to this elven relic, has charged with his long beards into the Skaven clan rats who have held. Okay, so it's just shooting. So thunderers, nothing.
Can't shoot into
combat, and outrange or everything else. You can check it by all means.
I'm
yeah.
going to see if we can reach those.
No.
No.
Okay, so grudge thrower
That is going to fire into those.
this direction. Okay, how far?
So he's going to fire 28.
Okay, go for it. Measure it. Okay, so it lands right on the corner there. Okay, scatter dice and artillery dice. Oh, it's a misfire. No, not that one.
D6.
It is, yeah, D6.
6.
6. Just can't fire this turn, I don't think. Yeah, may not shoot this turn. So don't worry about it because it fires next turn.
Okay.
Okay, so no magic phase, so charges. Your king goes first.
He gets 5 attacks, I think.
He's got 5 attacks as he had a rune of cleaving, a rune of fury, and a rune of swiftness. So swiftness is relevant for this bit. So he gets 5 attacks, weapon skill 7, so hitting on 3s. Like it, 2 misses. And he is strength 5, so toughness 3, so you need 2s.
3.
Yes, 2s. 3, and that's going to go straight through their armour, so 3 dead.
Then
you've got 2 shield bearers. They get 2 attacks. The attack value already incorporates 2 shield bearers. Yeah, so 2 attacks on weapon skill 5, so only 2. They get 1 each. Hitting on 3s.
1.
And strength 4, so 3 to wound. Yep.
No.
And then you've got 3 others, but one of them is your Thane.
Yes.
Your Thane gets 3 attacks.
Yeah.
And he hits on 3s. Wounds on 4s.
1. Yes.
Wounds on a 4, so get a save of 6. Oh, typically. Bet it lands on a 6.
No, it was a 3.
Nope, so another one dies. And then you have 2 longbeards.
That's got to be
Both
yes.
hit. Yep, and then 4s to wound. Oh no, they're longbeards, aren't they? So 2s to kill. Double-handed weapons.
2 dead.
So that is a colossal amount of damage. So 2, 4, 6 dead. So the only return attack I get is with the Warlock Engineer, who gets 1 dice. Hitting on a 4. Nope. So that is the end of that combat and possibly the end of the clan rats. So we'll work out combat rates. Okay, so predictably the Skaven clan rats ran. However, the Dwarf Lord decided to hold and passed his ability to retain his troops and subsequently sit on the objective, which is not good for the Skaven. So over here, Skaven Storm Verming, who won the last round, can wrap around, and as such will also get to go first. So that is going to be 2 for the champion, 2 for the others, and then 2 for the wrap round. So hitting on 4s, killing on 4s. 1 dead.
1.
And then the Skaven, so 2 for the champion, and then 4. 4s. Ooh, and 1 more.
Was that
Oh no,
one
5. No, you're
Yeah.
right, 5. Right, so Troll Slayers get to fight back.
So all 3 are going against them?
You won't be able to, you can get 2 because 1 died in that combat.
2 against them, 1 against them. Then.
So 2 against the Storm Vermin, 4s. 1 hit. Storm Vermin, toughness. So I think you're going to need a 4. No, it's only toughness 3, so yeah, 4. Yep, nothing. And against the Clan Rats, hit. And wound. and dies. Okay, however, again, Skaven win, and fight goes on.
But we'll hold in. Which is
so, Skaven turn 4. The Warp Fire, well, the Warp Lightning Cannon passed its panic check on a 4 as the start of the turn. The little dudes were running. Fortunately, the Gutter Runners were just out. The charges, the Plague Monks declared the charge on the Longbeards, and Longbeards held, so they've moved in. Other than that, it's compulsory moves, or rally, sorry. So let's see if we can rally these little guys. 6 they pass because they've got the rank bonus, so they pass and they rally. They had a musician in there as well, so they get +1 leadership to rallies. Right, so they've turned round, but they can't move, so it's just rest of moves. Okay, so magic phase. In fact, what we're going to do first is the Warlock Engineer is going to cast his Storm Demon, which is the D6 Strength 5 hits, and he's going to plough that into this unit here. I want to try and dispel it on a 5+, otherwise D6 Strength 5 hits.
Go for it.
Okay. 4, and it is going to be 3s. Do you get a save with this? You don't get a save with it. Yeah, you do. Strength 5. So 3s. So it's 3 hits, and it's at Strength 5, so it's -2 save on the Longbeard. So it's 6s. No, so it's 3 dead. 1, 2, 3, which removes one of your rank bonuses. And see if it runs out. Anything but a 1. It's okay. Right, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 power dice. Here we go. So we're going to do... We're going to go with 5 dice on Plague onto the Longbeards. Okay, it does go off on 10, 15, 19. Okay, so save against all of them, effectively against their toughness. So you have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Longbeards. 5 or 6 they die. No save.
1, 2.
1 dice on the BSB.
Dead.
Hang on, no, he just takes a wound.
Oh.
So his Thane is 2 wound model, so he's got 1 left. And then on your Lord, he is toughness 5, so he failed on a 6. But the 2 shield bearers, hang on. Not considered large target. Dwarf Lords still benefit from lookout server roll. So they're going to be toughness 4, so 5s to kill them, I think.
1 dead.
Okay, so that's 1 of those dead. So quite a few casualties caused there from the plague. We now need to see what happens with the plague. And a 2, well, that's not good.
I'd move that.
Opponent moves to a unit in 6 inches.
That unit.
Okay, so there we go.
They'll take a thing on their toughness.
They will. So let's just do that. Okay, so the Grey Seer cast Plague on the Longbeards. We should manage to kill a few. However, unfortunately, then we still went to see whether the plague continued and rolled a 1, which landed on the Plague Monks. So the Dwarfs chose the Plague Monks. They lost about 7 in turn. You know what? I rolled again, and guess what? I rolled a 1 or a 2 again. So it went on to the Clan Rats, and again they failed, and then it ended because I wasn't going to risk that happening anymore. So yeah, so we've still got a couple of spells to play. I've got 5 dice left, so we are going to cast Skitter Leap on 2 dice. Yep, so and he's going to land just there. And then we are going to go with Pestilent Breath, which goes off. So
what's that go off on?
8. And here we go. Okay, so with the last magic dice, the Skaven Grey Seer skitter leaped across and then cast Pestilent Breath with no threat of dispels. One of the Longbeards died and one of the Dwarf Warriors died to that. Into shooting phase. Warp Lightning Cannon, killed 2 Skaven, went to the Thane and unfortunately rolled a 1 to wound, so didn't kill him, and then rolled a 1 against the Longbeard. So Warp Lightning Cannon managed to kill 2 clan rats. The Rattling Gun, however, did manage to rattle in and kill, I think it was 3 of the Longbeards. So we are depleting them a little bit, and we are into combat. So Plague Monks charge, so they get to go first. So unfortunately the Plague Monks, even with a shed ton of attacks, failed to inflict 1 casualty. In return, the Longbeards managed to kill 1, and that was enough to win the combat res with the Musician. And if the Plague hadn't been cast, they would have had the Musician, and they would have had more ranks and would have won the combat. So there we go, Plague has cost me on Plague Monks. Who'd have thought it? But there you go. Right, so Storm Verming in against the last remaining Troll Slayers. So we're going to just work that one out. Okay, so end of Skaven turn. Storm Vermin basically managed to mop up the last remaining Troll Slayers, reform the ranks, and 3+ now to see if there is another turn. If we're going to turn 5, so on 3 or more, turn 5, on a 1 or 2, the Dwarves will win.
Get in!
The Dwarves have won. So, Dwarves win the scenario. Skaven decide that enough casualties is enough. Skaven dead pile is quite large. Well, they're saying that actually Dwarves lost a lot of bodies. So, yeah. I mean, the Dwarves have got, mind you, they've got the Thunderers left, haven't they? They had 98 bodies and they're down to 10, 20, 25, 27 warriors and 2 artillery crew left. So a Thyrric victory, I think. So, but well played, and we'll do a little synopsis now. So there we are, the last remnants of the battlefield. I'm not sure really that with the Plague Monks fleeing, that Plague cast really cost me, because in essence would have let AD potentially take my Grey Seer out. However, by doing that he may have left himself, well, he would have left himself open, because I've got too many units that could have just swarmed in. So on a 3+ Skaven would have won, with the advantage of going second almost, certainly. I think we had enough bodies there in order to wrap around and get into the objective. But that's Warhammer. So I hope you enjoyed it, and feel free to subscribe and share, and we'll see you soon. Right then, so the giant dwarf won. So
Who would have believed it?
Yeah, who would have believed it, indeed. So hands up, I made a mistake before you mention it. Plague Monks have frenzy. They should have charged when we were in range, and I didn't, so my bad. Didn't make any difference, I lost, so yeah. But yeah, killing Plague Monks, that was pretty bad. So I think that was the karma revenge on me.
Yeah, that's what saved the day for the Dwarfs.
And then even in that last battle, all things being equal, the Warp Lightning Cannon, if it had just not rolled a 1 against the BSB, I'd have won that combat. Plague Monks would have held, possibly, if I was really lucky, broken the Dwarf Lord, which could have then broken the other dwarves. And if we'd had the extra turn, so on a 3+, the rest of the Skaven would have come in, because the dwarves were really running out of numbers in the middle of the park there. But yeah, really thoroughly enjoyable game. So if you've not played 6, then I do recommend it massively. Obviously Games Workshop will bring back square bases. We don't know what that is, but I've got a horrible feeling it's going to be some kind of weird 8.5 horror story. But at the end of the day, if you've got square bases, plenty of other manufacturers out there as well. then obviously you can play 6. Check out the Warhammer 6th edition Facebook page, loads of interesting bits in there, and obviously again feel free to subscribe and like the video. Any comments, put down below.
And get down to the shop.
Yeah, get down to the shop. If you're local to the Midlands, then come and see us. And equally, challenges are accepted. We've had a couple already who've challenged and played, so again, if you want to come and be on camera and you can get to the Midlands, drop us a message, let us know, and we'll hook something up. Thank you very much.
Well played, mate.
Excellent. See you again.
Bye.